Have you guys seen those videos on TikTok where people are about to get fired and they record the Zoom? And oftentimes they're caught off guard. They don't know that it's coming and it just really sucks. Well, today I'm gonna be on the other side of that because I have to fire someone.
The reason that I wanted to chat with you today is because we're not gonna move forward working together still.
But we'll get to that in just a second. I haven't been as consistent on YouTube as I would like, but I just posted my 300th video on this channel. So shout out to you guys who have been here since video 1, or even if you just came in at video 299, I appreciate it. But things are gonna look a little bit different going forward. When I first started posting, it was COVID. I was staying in a spare bedroom at my parents' house, and I had this goal of making 100 YouTube videos and 100 offers on real estate properties before quitting either one. And I had the chance to do that and share the entire journey with you guys. And those 100 videos became 300 videos about real estate investing. But the goal with real estate investing is to find a way to replace your job income, whether that's through passive income, like a rental portfolio, which is what I've done, or whether that's through wholesaling a deal a month and, having that replace what you would normally make from your job. But there's another level above that. And it's not just about replacing income, but about building a business that generates not just passive income, but massive income. And that's the stage that I'm building out now that I still want to share with you guys. I'm going to rewind and tell you guys the story of why I have to fire somebody in that business today. But I wanted to be honest with you about the type of content that you can expect. This is the type of stuff I do every day. So it allows me to make more content for you. And I think all of us are looking for something similar, which is financial freedom and time freedom and location freedom. And whether you're passionate about real estate investing and you do want a full-time real estate business, or you have an agency, or you have some other type of business, I think that what I'm going through every day, what I'm learning, and what I can share with you will be valuable regardless. So if you just want real estate content, you can actually head over to my podcast channel, which is where I will move all exclusively real estate content over there. I'll still post about real estate when I'm doing it here, but if you just want real estate stuff, that's the best place for it. And if you want business building, financial freedom stuff, that'll be here much more often. So let's rewind a bit and talk about firing. This isn't the first person I fired. The first person I fired was actually my very first video editor, and I fired him because he was always late on content, like a week late on submitting videos. And it's so funny because I'm actually meeting with him again today. Like 3 years later, he emails me and he goes, I know I was a horrible video editor, but can you give me another chance? What's up, Ryan? Hi, John. So I was like, hey man, it's been a couple of years, let's chat. So that's funny. Why am I firing someone? So I run a content agency. I help people grow their YouTube channels and use those channels to generate leads for their business. And I have a team of editors that help us to make all that content. Because I'm not a good video editor, I'm a good business strategist. So with this particular editor, we had a new project for a client. And so I sent him the raw footage. I said, hey, here's the raw footage. Here's what we want the end result to be. Here's the budget I propose. Check out the raw footage. Let me know if that works for you. So he checked it out. He said, yep, sounds good. So the client pays for the project according to the budget that I set. And then we get a third of the way through and the editor reaches back out to me and says, hey, can we increase this budget by almost double? And I said, no, we've already quoted the client, we've already taken the money, and you agreed to this budget.
I think you probably understand some of the conflict we had around the budgeting as well as your response to me yesterday. And so that's why I've decided that it's best for us to go separate ways and not work together anymore.
As you see.
And then he said, okay, well, if we can't increase the budget, I'm just gonna do it in 2 weeks. I have other stuff I need to do right now. And I'm just like, that's not how deadlines work. So I told him, hey man, don't worry about it. I can't increase the budget. I'm not increasing the budget. And you don't get to just submit stuff 2 weeks late. So I told him, you can stick with the budget that you said was okay at the beginning, or I will pay you for the work that you've already done, and we'll just pass this one to somebody else, to another editor on the team.
Yeah. I think I'm being rude, which is I'm not. Maybe I have some bad attitude, but I don't want to be rude.
Okay, yeah, I understand if you're not trying to be rude. And the reason that I'm willing to share with you the reason why is because hopefully as you go forward and you work in different jobs, this is helpful to you. But as we've been talking, remember, I sent you content, we agreed on a budget, you said it was fine. after starting the work, you came back and said, can we change the budget? At that point, the budget was already set with myself and with the client. So I told you, I can't change the budget, but if you no longer want to do the project, I'll pay you for what you've done and I'll pass it to someone else. And your response to me was to say that I was ignoring you, that I was abusing you. And then as we're having a conversation, you send me a long message about all the things I'm doing wrong. And then you say no need to reply. That's just disrespectful to your employer as we're having a conversation.
And he says, no, I want the work, I'll do it. I say, okay. And he just keeps going back and forth with me, saying that I'm ignoring him. And my response is, I'm not ignoring you. Like, I heard your request, I heard you out. I decided to go in a different direction. I decided not to double the budget after we'd already started. That's not the same as ignoring you. And then he said, you're being abusive, like this isn't right. And I told him, like, I will pay you for the work that you've already done. But then he wrote me this long message and ends it with no need to reply, which I totally understand that there's a bit of a language barrier. He speaks perfectly fine English, but English isn't his first language. And there's also a bit of a cultural barrier, right? He's not from the US. I understand that.
I haven't spoken English for a long time, so I'm aware exactly about what are you saying to me, and I can understand it.
Sure.
I don't know. It's your choice,
Yeah, sure. And I totally understand, like, the language barriers there a little bit. I'm not angry at you. I'm not upset. I just see that it's not the best working relationship. And so going forward for my business, that's just the decision that I have to make.
But I also have a business to run. And I also am in business to live my life the way I want to live it. And it's like, I have this saying stuck in my head. It's like, don't pay a headache, right? Like, if you are making my life, my business harder, that's the whole reason I'm doing this, right? There's the whole reason that I don't want to have a boss and be beholden to that. So he hits me with the no need to reply, whatever. And I don't argue with him. I don't go back and forth. He finishes out the project. And let's say that the project was due on Monday. He got his reminder Thursday, he got his reminder Friday. Monday comes through, no project. Tuesday, agency manager follows up with him, no response. She messages me to escalate it, saying, hey, unresponsive, late project. So Wednesday, I message him. I say, hey man, project due Monday, what's your status on it? And he responds back, why are you in such a hurry? I'll send it in a bit. Don't pay a headache. So that was kind of the final straw. I get that maybe it's not intentional, and maybe some of you will agree or disagree with how I handled it, but yeah, I won't pay a headache.
I do appreciate your work. I think that you're a very talented editor.
Thank you for having me for the last few months.
Yeah, absolutely. And thank you for your work over the last few months.
And so that's one of the things that if you are interested in running your own business, you've got to be prepared for, is if you don't want to be on the side of being fired, you will probably at some point be on the side of doing the firing. And that's just the way it goes, because not every relationship is gonna work out. I didn't even know my parents were here, but I just saw their car outside. Where's Dad? Upstairs? I'll be in the cafe. My mom's playing pickleball. Okay, so I am gonna go work out in a little bit, but first up, I have a sales call for the agency. So like I said, it's all about helping people who have a business, have a personal brand, to grow it on YouTube, and then take that YouTube content and get clients from it, whether they're whatever their business is, helping YouTube to create more customers. So have a sales call, then I have a meeting with my old first editor, and then I'll get a midday workout in, because I don't know about you guys, but midday I start to drag, so it's nice to just do something else. I do have a new free guide for you guys, which is all about how to customize your own path to financial freedom, whether that's real estate investing or whether that's something else like starting your own business. That'll help you walk through the steps and give you an idea of what that journey might look like for you. So I'll put a link to that in the first comment in the comment section, and you can check it out for free. Let me know what you think. Hey there, can you hear me? Good, how are you? Hey, I just got off a sales call. So this one was interesting. It came in through my Twitter content, and it's this guy who runs an e-commerce brand, and he's spending like $1 million a month, he said, on ads. And so they want to invest more in their organic because, just as ad costs go up, then it just goes up for him.
Looking for a September 1 launch. being in pre-launch right now. But yeah, the September 1 being the launch date for sale.
Hello, camera.
There we go.
What's his name?
I don't even have a name for it. I'm sorry. Sony ZV-1. I'll call it Z. Z. All right. Zeros. We're gonna win this game. Days like these are always about finding the balance between working in the business versus working on the business versus having a little bit of time freedom to do other things. And when I say on the business, that's things like the sales calls that I took today, or I had some people reach out about working with me on their YouTube channel, and so I need to get back to them and try to get them onto a sales call. Those are things I consider on the business. And in the business is if I need to step in and look at an existing client's work or fire an editor. Maybe that's on the business, I don't know. But in general, it's kind of just like keeping the business running is in the business, and moving the business forward is on the business, in my opinion. And then going to the gym or going to play pickleball is just fun. One of the biggest things that I'm working on right now is figuring out how to reach out to people that I can help on their YouTube channel without being like spammy or annoying with cold DMs or cold emails. So I'll be talking about that next week. I think I might have figured something out. It's going well so far. But if you watched to the end of this video, let me know by dropping the email emoji in the comments. That'll be part of an upcoming video. And I really appreciate you for watching me and joining me on this new, bigger journey that both myself and this channel are going on. And I hope that you will enjoy the ride along with me. It's too good. Bye, guys.
Bye, love you guys.
He's such a family man.